The following Let's Play has been rated not safe for young children. Any attempts to break the game are for entertainment value only. However, if any typos happen to be found, Mwahaha! Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. When we last left off, we were exploring Oberkotter's ancient laboratory in the hopes we could find some research on the light in the sky, because this sort of thing happened once before apparently. Unfortunately, so far all his research seems to have been destroyed, which makes sense because back in the day somebody apparently wanted him silenced. What we do know is that there are some chaos here. I know that because some black shadowy chaos said so. Are we going to meet that black shadowy chaos here? Oh, I hope so, because the whole cliffhanger thing with the blood red sky isn't paying off. Which is a shame because I was cliffhung too. I've been waiting just as long as you guys to find out what the deal with the sky is. And odds are, we're not actually going to find out what the deal with the sky is. This is the last room. It looks like everything in the laboratory has been destroyed. It would appear that someone has beaten us to the punch. Well, yeah. I mean, they made this Oberkotter guy disappear many years ago, and everyone who... and he disappeared and they wanted other people who knew him to disappear. Odds are that this information has been destroyed long time ago. What do you mean? I mean that somebody else knew about this place and didn't want anybody else to find anything in here. Well, that's convenient. I don't suppose there's any way to find out who's behind this. I wouldn't be too sure of that. I do feel the presence of an energy that is unmistakably a chaos. Another chaos? Yes, watch out! Well, I am both disappointed and unsurprised. What's that behind him? Does he have a pile of twigs behind him or something? What is that? Chaos Star. I don't know if that means anything. Let's start with Magic Sword. Take away some of his MP. And this is a boss fight. We got healed before the fight, which means I didn't really need to go back to the heal point. Oh well, I sort of talked about stuff while I was there. Can this guy be poisoned? Not very easily. Bit of MP recover, that's always nice. I'll just keep using Magic Sword, even though it has a chance of missing. So far, I am not impressed by this battle. I don't know if there's any point to using War Song. We aren't using physical attacks, but why not? I mean, it doesn't affect that. Hey, there's Slow. Wait, so that attack causes damage, causes magic damage, and has a chance of slowing? That's kind of nice. Speaking of which, we're definitely going to want to use magic now because he's defending. I probably also want to healed Hrothgar now. Although he'll be defending for a while, so at the very least... Well, let's start with Guardian Force on Hrothgar, because if this guy knows a magic spell, that will be helpful. I just want to try Venom's View one more time. If it doesn't poison him, I'm not going to worry about it. No. Might be immune to poison. I don't think slow can be stacked. Oh, we're out of MP. That's a good thing I used War Song. Oh yeah. Oh, now he's poisoned. Forgot her sword could do that though. Here I was wasting MP. Yeah. Fault line, I guess. I'll worry about Guardian Force after I see what sort of magic attacks this guy has. In the meantime, it's time for Jakala to start healing. Especially since Ariel needs some magic back. Shatter! Defense down. Well, that ain't good. It's not a spell I've heard of before, so it probably brought our defense down a good chunk. I'm not terribly worried though. Can't really do anything about it. Just gotta hope that his physical attack doesn't pack that much of a punch. Yeah, I guess Jakala's on heal duty for a while now. Mainly because of Ariel. She's got that one powerful spell that uses up, I don't know, 30 MP, I guess? Yep, 30 MP. So I gotta heal that MP back every single time. And having Lester's MP restored is useful too. Meanwhile, I think that Magic Ring is doing a good job at keeping Jakala's MP up where it needs to be. Nice to know that this guy doesn't have auto-restoring MP. Oh. I think after the next heal I can go ahead and have Hrothgar use that attack again. Meteor Rain Star. That sounds like the powerful attack I was expecting. Indeed it will. Oh great, it calls to slow. You know what? It's worth the risk. Meanwhile, I think it's... maybe it's not worth the risk. Alright, time to use some Guardian Force. Next up, on Jakala. You're definitely on heal duty now. Let's try this again. I don't know how useful this is for boss battles, Maybe they have a crap ton of MP. Not sure. Meanwhile, Ariel is slowed down, so she's not going to be using her MP as fast. Hrothgar is probably going to die shortly. Because I'm sort of being careless with his HP here. Alright, you know what? That's not worth it anymore. Moon's Tear. On a single person. My gosh! What am I looking for? Healing item, revival item, let's see. I know there's some sort of revival item. Was it the magic pumpkin? I almost want to say it's the magic pumpkin, but I can't remember. Hopefully it was the magic pumpkin. Which really is a pumpkin. Yep, that was it. So, it looks like I want to try to keep my HP over 200. I'd like to be able to get rid of the rest of this guy's MP, but it doesn't look like that's going to be happening. Oh! Right. Lesser was the only one that hadn't been hit with Guardian Force yet. That'll help. Now maybe it won't do 190 damage. Oh, he's almost dead. In that case, I don't think I need to worry about healing anymore. There's Moon's Tear again. That seemed to cause just as much damage as it did before. Guardian Force was magic defense, right? Maybe Moon's Tear is actually an HP consuming attack, a skill, so it's not affected by magic power. And he's dead. Ring of Jupiter. I guess it's safe to say there's nothing left to see here. We got one more book to check. Agreed. It would seem the Chaos know about this place and had the information here destroyed. That's very strange. Why do you say that? It means that the Chaos actually have some type of objective other than just tormenting people. She's right. This means that somehow the Chaos are involved with Overcarter's research and the light in the sky, as we conjectured. I see. I guess coming here was valuable after all. This is big. We should get back to Aquila and tell him what we found. Indeed, but even he may not be able to tell us much more than he already has, since we don't know anything until we find out what Overcarter's research was truly about. That I fear Aquila does not know. Still, we should return to him and see what he says about our findings. If he can't help us further, then it might be best to return to Sant Arte and see what we can find in the Archives building. Alright. That works for me as well. Let's go back to Éowyn. First, I want to check... Oh wait, there's no book here. Huh. Well, Let's see here. Ring of Jupiter. Oh, there it was. A ring that increases the wearer's agility, strength, luck, and intelligence. So it's another strength thing, but at least this one also increases luck and agility. But strength and luck are more important. Well, now I got a couple of these rings that increase various stats. I'm getting so many rings, and I don't know what to do with them. Well, I'll be able to do something with them shortly, because odds are we're going to go back to town and find out that we got a new party member. Which means Jakala is going to be disappearing. He doesn't have anything I want to save, so whatever. After we get our final party member, I'll decide on my equipment then. Also, we're going to go outside and probably find that the sky is no longer red. Oh, wow. It's still red? Huh. That's odd. Normally when we kill a chaos, that gets rid of whatever curse happens to be going on at the time. Which means that the red sky deal might actually still have a chance to be interesting. Maybe hope for this plot yet. Unfortunately, this means that my cliffhanger did not happen to pay off. Anyway, I'm probably over time at this point, but all we have left to do for this segment, this session, is to talk to Aquila a second time. Gotta conclude this plot of, hey, let's go to the lab and find out what's going on, cause it was Aquila who sent us on that mission to begin with. Welcome back. Did you find anything useful in Oberkotter's research laboratory? Yes and no. None of his research was left intact, but the Chaos were there, and by the looks of it, they were the ones destroying his research. So his research really did survive all these years? I see. In light of this, I believe without a shadow of a doubt that there is a strong connection between the Chaos, Oberkotter's research, and the light in the sky. It certainly seems that way. Aquila, do you know anything at all specific about Oberkotter's research, or any reason why the Chaos would want to destroy it? I don't, but I am beginning to wonder if it was indeed the Chaos who were responsible for his disappearance. There was no record of the Chaos from the early times. We checked the entire archives building in Santarte looking for exactly that. And from the way that you described him, Oberkotter himself lived during the early times, right? That's right. So again I ask, if people made him disappear back then because they didn't want information on his research to go out, why didn't they destroy his research back then? Then how could the Chaos have destroyed his research? They didn't appear until long after the early times ended. I don't know. Right now it's just a theory, but I'm starting to think that the world as we know it might not exist exactly as we've been led to believe. How do you come to that conclusion? But without any more information on exactly what Oberkotter was researching, this is just another dead end. I think the only thing left for us to do is to go back to Santarte and tear the archives building apart. We'll stay until either we find something or read every book in the building. Travelers, the answers to these questions could change the very way we perceive the world around us. It is quite possible we've been seeing the world through the lens of error since the early times. If it is not too much to ask, I would like to join you and learn how all this gets resolved. By all means, we could surely use the strength and skill of Lupo Canis. Is there a tunnel that directly connects the North Atlantic Lake countryside? Yes, there is, as it turns out. I couldn't go into it before, but I'm willing to bet I'll be going into it next time. Yes, it lies to the west of the main area. The main area? Really? You're gonna call it that? Couldn't you have said west of Kato or whatever the town was? Alright, let's use that instead of retracing our steps through the prairie. We need to get there as quickly as possible. Then let's go. Which character will you include in your fighting party? Chanticleer, Jakela, or Aquila? So, do I have time to discuss this? I might as well discuss it. This is a really lame way of switching party members, where it's story-based. I mean, it's obvious that Chanticleer was with us the entire time. Couldn't have there been some point, like at a save point or something, or maybe a party switching point or something, that we could go up to and choose to switch out a party member? Why does it have to be story-based? I mean, the idea I know is strategy, so that you can choose whoever you feel is going to be more useful for whatever occasion, but it's still... I'd like to be able to change my mind. Here, I'm going to switch to Aquila, and after this, there's only going to be one more point where I can change party members, and between now and then, I won't be able to change them again. And I assume that after that last changing point, I won't be able to switch them out ever again. I'll have to be stuck with whoever I feel is more useful. If I choose the wrong person, I'm screwed. Aquila has been added to the fighting party. Yay! So there is Aquila. And if I wasn't low on time, or I assume I'm low on time, I would go ahead and find out what exactly is his abilities and stuff. But we'll save that for the beginning of the next episode. I'd say, judging by this person here, nobody's really going to be saying anything new. So I'm not going to be worrying about it. Next time, we're going to go through that tunnel that I found earlier in this episode. Way earlier in this episode. And we're going to head back to Sant'Arte. For real this time. I'll see you then.